Hey again. Today we're going to be filling out parent demographics, but first we need to figure out what is a parent defined as to the FAFSA. It's not always the same to us as it is to them. So let's go look at an infographic that they posted on their website. So we are here with who's my parent when I fill out my FAFSA. So parent means your biological parent or your adoptive parent or your step parent. So this is different from before because it includes step parents now. It still does not include legal guardians who have not adopted you. So, first question, are your parents married to each other? If yes, then you're going to report on both of them. Okay, again, both birth or adoptive parents. If they are not married to each other, do they live together? If yes, then you're still going to report on both of them, just like you would if they were married. If your parents are not married to each other and they do not live together, did you live with one parent more than the other over the past year? If yes, then you are going to report on that parent. If that parent has remarried, you are also going to include your step parent. If not, then you just need that one parent. Going back, if you did not live with one parent more than the other, like if you perfectly split it down the middle, then you're going to report your information on the parent that provided more financial support to you over the past year. Okay. If you have a deceased parent, they will have an option for widowed, and you would only report on the living parent. Down here, it wants to clarify that the following people are not your parents unless they have legally adopted you. So family and legal guardians that are taking care of you, unless they have legally adopted you, they are not going to be considered your parent on here. If none of these situations so far have been accurate to your situation, then please talk to a college and career specialist to see if you are an independent student who doesn't need to fill out any parent information at all. Okay, back to this thing. As of today, what is the marital status of your parents? So if we open up the drop-down list, that's everything that I just listed. I am just going to choose divorced or separated. If you choose divorced, remarried, or widowed, you're going to need to provide a date that that event happened. So for divorced, they're going to ask, when did your parent become divorced or separated? And I would put the date there. Which parent's information will be provided? Again, this is the person that you spend the majority of your time with during the year. You're going to need your parent's social security number. If your parent is undocumented, you are going to put in all zeros for that. First name, first initial, date of birth, and their email address. Has my parent lived in Washington for the last 5 years? Hit yes or no. I'm going to hit yes. Next. And here it's going to ask for household size. So you can see that there are some sections that are grayed out. It says your father, that's one person. You, that's one person. These are other children that are dependents of your parents that they pay for. So say I have an older sibling that's in college, they don't live with the parents anymore, but the parent still pays for like the majority of their things. And say I have a younger sibling who relies on the parent for financial support. So for me, I'm going to put 2 for my 2 siblings. Next question. Other people, if they now live with your parent and your parent provides more than half of their financial support, and that can include like a grandparent that lives with us that my parent primarily pays for. In my example, I only have one parent, but if you're filling this out for 2 parents, make sure that grandma, if grandma lives with you, is only being counted on one parent's information and not both. And then down here in the grayed out section, you see that they've added up all the people and the number of people in college next year. So that obviously includes myself. And then that includes the older sibling that I just talked about. So that'll be 2. Hit next. And that is the end of the parent demographics section. Catch our next video for parent financials.